car.
Slow down. I don't understand you. I just rolled on myself.
Yes, this will do very nicely. Very nice place you've got. Very chic. Nothing like a bourgeois bank robber to remind me of how strange Los Santos has become. In my day, the psychos at least had the dignity to be psychotic. Nowadays, it's all about home furnishings and going straight. All right, you ready? Because this is it. Well, it's not it, but it's something very big. It's not quite ready yet, but I wanted to see how you're doing. What I've got is a Fleesa Bank franchise. And it's nothing too complicated. There's no buy-in. Now, normally, there would be a buy-in. You would put in money up front, we would arrange the job, and you would pull it off. But this time, I'll cover the upfront costs. Call it the price of getting a look at you. And there's no risk to you. Unless, of course, you count getting locked up or shot. So, you ready? And what do you think? You questions, comments, concerns? All right. What are you waiting for? Let's go see this place. Chauffeur, come on. Take us to the Fleesa on Western Highway, near Chumash. Word of warning, we're on the job right now, so don't let the cops notice you. If they come after us, we call it off. So, my taciturn friends, I suppose you want to know how we're doing this. Well, funny you should ask. We're driving out to the bank, taking a look at it, picking up some equipment, and then heading back to make our plans. Not very complex at all. We're not going in, we're not poking it with a stick. We're just sitting back and taking a look. You see, I like my scores like I like my dates. Across the street and unaware they're being watched. Alright, so why this bank over all the other banks in the state? Why does fortune favor this one? Another good question. Full of good questions. You're like a child whose parents think it's clever, or the IRS. Ugh. Well, this bank's got some safety deposit boxes, and in one of those safety deposit boxes are some bonds being hidden from the tax man that no one's gonna report missing. All starting to make sense? Security should be light, well, relatively light. Light if your daydreams are raids on the Union Depository. Quite heavy if your day job is turning over liquor stores and gas stations. And the bonds in the box will be worth more than a few rumpled notes from a till, so the minor escalation is worth it, if you can handle it. Plus, you know, the sea view, nothing like staring at the ocean while you contemplate money and power and incarceration and homicide, you know, those weighty issues surrounding your first foray into serious armed robbery. I'm assuming you're kind of a cerebral crew, because otherwise this whole not talking deal just kind of puts you on the spectrum, right? Okay, well, how about we just get there and see where we're at? There it is. Take a look. Drink it in. I've patched into their security feed on my cell. Take a look. What are we looking at? Small joint, not much security. Staff won't give a crap, especially about the deposit boxes. Customers will probably be thinking how to turn this into a screenplay. The boxes are in the back behind a safe door. We want box number 167. Yeah, it's right on the highway with good access. That works for you. You can get out quick, but it'll also work for the cops. Speed up their response time. Okay? Okay. Enough of this peeper crap. Let's go to the garment factory. Now, when you hit the bank, you're gonna need to hack into its security system. I've written a neat little program that'll do most of the work for you, but it's probably a good idea for you to familiarize yourselves with it. You, in the passenger seat, I've sent it to your phone. You take it for a dry run, keep your hands steady, and maybe the wet run won't be a disaster. I'm calling Paige. She's my assistant. First she's gonna get us what we need, then she's gonna saw me in half. No? Didn't like that one? You don't make it easy. Paige, it's Lester. The place looked good. Nothing we weren't expecting. Can you get the intel together? Hard copies to go on a notice board. Yeah, plus all the equipment we spoke about. I'll be over to collect it with, those people. Yeah. Charming as ever. Okay, see you soon. She's loading the hardware into the back of a truck. tools for the job, things for you to wear. On a job, your attire will depend on the role you're performing. As the job gets more complicated, so will the uniforms. If you're likely to be seen by civilians, you'll be provided with a couple of masks. Then when you go into the bank, you can choose one that goes with your eyes. And hey, there's the added bonus of none of your favorite comic convention outfits being linked to a major crime. Whoop-de-doo. Where were we? Masks. Paige. Oh yeah, we'll go over there, pick her up, and go back to your place to plan this thing. I can talk you through the planning board later. That might be helped by a visual aid. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. Listen to me, do what I say. Bullets go in here, come out there. And if you're ever caught, you keep your mouth shut. I couldn't resist. There she is. We leave my car here, take the truck.
Nice to meet you.
Now it's back to the apartment. Is it all there?
I think so. You want to get out and check, go down the inventory? Or are you happy sitting there making a perfect butt imprint in your easy wipe seat?
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you. It should all be there. The clothes, guns, headsets, hold-alls, masks, the drill. The files with all the photos and surveillance work. Hey, there's enough here to make us all look real suspicious. Nice little conspiracy to commit robbery charge waiting to happen.
What, they're gonna charge us with thought crime?
Not so much thought as everything but the deed crime. We'd be caught with our pants down and a hard-on out to here.
Well, we're not getting caught. These are professionals.
So I hear. The cheapest professionals money can buy.
I like to think of it as investing in new talent. And until you and me start playing low-rent Bonnie and Clyde, that's the way it's gotta be. She didn't mean anything by that, by the way. She's just a little brusque.
If they were offended, they would have said something.
How the heck are you, Brad?
Okay. Now, Paige will set up a board for you, won't you, Paige?
I'd let you do it if you could reach. I mean, I didn't see any milk crates for you to stand on.
Mm-hmm. The most important thing to look for in an employee is respect. You can't get anything done without respect. Where was I? Yes, the room. Paige is setting up this board on which you will plan your scores. You'll use it to set out all the prep work you need to do, select your crew, figure out how the take from a score should be split up. So you need a crew to take a score. But only one person can be in charge. Respect. Hmm? Isn't that right, Paige?
Blow me.
All right. You're only gonna need one thing for this job. It's a high-speed armored car. Now, instead of getting one legitimately and leaving a nice long paper trail to your front door, you're gonna be jacking one from a nasty Korean crew and leaving a nice long paper trail to their door instead.
This is good to go.
Hey, here's your board. Good. And when you're ready to move on the car, go over it, study the plan, tick it off the list. You must be methodical. This isn't just a dumb crime. Well, there is an element of that, huh? Oh. And when you've got the car, we'll come back here and talk bank jobs. Bank jobs. jobs. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, yeah, the car. Okay. You're on the way to Del Perro. A Koreatown stick-up crew's been using a parking lot as a base for scores. They're into extortion, credit fraud, stolen cars, and some, mini major robberies. I'd expect them to be packing, and I'd expect them to be paranoid. Come to think of it, you won't find a bulletproof car in the hands of anyone who doesn't have a healthy dose of paranoia. So be careful. Almost there? Remember, you can do this however you like, as long as you're careful. If you're not careful, they'll clock you, and then you won't get any choice how this is going down. They're meant to be on the top level of this garage on the north side. So, I see two ways of doing it. You go up the north ramps and hit them hard and quick, or you go up the south ramps, get in position, and try to get the drop on them from cover. You can do it however you like, as long as you get it done. And oh yeah, we don't want anyone looking for you, so put on masks before saying hi.
up with your girlfriend? I don't feel that. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie to some feeling.
How you feeling, my love? Cause mine's ran out on me. For the family the turkey dollar good day. And I'm still waiting on her.
I don't know if you get something out there.
Okay, Bridget.
Oh, yeah. You see what you did Friday?
Yeah, I wish it was Friday. Work today, thinking it's today Friday.
Oh shit, they ain't nothing. The other day I thought it was Sunday.
No,
And it was a whole Saturday.
that was a whole Saturday. You on with peeps or yourself? Move back! Yeah, just leave my mama's side. I'll come, but he wants me to the rest.
What?
Let me see what time he wants me to come. Straight to the first one. It didn't work.
I know what I'm
And keep the old ones. I don't know how that happened.
It ain't about how it happens, about what we do.
Yeah, because your number should have been.
Nothing don't fall like the phone. See, the whole thing is the algorithm and everything we're doing to make you feel like you need it.
Like you're going
But
crazy.
really you're not. Really, them playing mind games that you had you up to thinking.
Hey girl, got your belly out.
Yeah, I'm down for that, Bubba. Where you thinking?
My fingers, it'll be an auspicious day.
I'm trying to think it was one that I was watching that was good.
The gorilla, when he snares the octopus out the sea, punched him in his head. They were on one in his suction thing
Yeah.
put his mouth and start
Look
chewing
like,
it?
it look like he eat spaghetti.
Man.
And he sat down there like a baby eating it too.
Huh?
He sat down like a little baby eating it too.
Man. He put that shit again?
He broke that bitch. They broke
I
that
didn't know
bitch.
he was really protecting the island.
Yeah, they broke that bitch too.
They had some stuff look like dinosaurs slash something. Lizards. I don't know what. He beat the hell out of them things. Oh.
Yeah, it's living underground.
Huh?
It's living underground.
Somewhere.
You got the car? Now drop any cops or gangsters or whoever you've got coming after you and bring it to my garment factory. And try not to damage the car too much. You can't rob a bank in a wrecked car. How's it driving? I don't want to call this an idiot-proof heist car. I mean, there's no limit to some people's stupidity, but you gotta be very fucking dumb to let the cops catch you on one of these. If the exhaust on that car is dragging along the road, that's on you. Near the bridge near the factory. The score's coming together.
Sweet Lord!
Not that much easier. Hmm?
Is that okay?
What? Green. Oh, that's good.
Hey, I'll look after this. Lester will come by your place when you're ready to go.
Y'all rocking the same hairdo?
Hmm?
Y'all rocking the same hairdo?
Same, like I said, something like that. That's not the same though.
Oh, but I have one though. I talked to him since I got off of work at 4. They had the family. I guess you stay at your family house that long?
What? I guess when they're
When you
doing
having
this,
fun, you
when
ain't thinking about it.
when they doing this bullshit, I guess so.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
You know I don't need a lot.
Yeah, I know you're right.
I done got so terrible with it. One last week now, 2 tree days.
And that day came here, we one a day, come up. It's mine from yesterday. I said, yeah, y'all don't have shit that's not working or trying to work and going to what I'm doing. So that's what, yeah, y'all will be able to let them know with y'all, but with me, it ain't nothing no more. But I'm good. I'm good because getting mine don't matter. Once you got a mind, it don't matter. Don't get caught up. Who? Oh, did? Oh, your boy.
My homie don't want it.
Oh, man, you call that nigga tomorrow.
I know, like, I should have.
Why? You know today is Dirty Bird,
Real nice.
and the day Dirty Bird Day, so.
So for this, 422. No. It's 308. And it's 8:26.
Hmm? Okay. Right. Cause I bought. Look at it. See, now, what you just said was nothing. What you just said was nothing but the creator of you and me. That's in you and me and everybody else at the same divine time. Because the same divine time is the same time as you were saying that nobody
knows.
simply because that everything started off before. Listen to me carefully. Before man gave us time. All we had was seasons, baby. All we had was seasons. All we had was seasons. That's it, seasons. Man put the days in there, and man gave you something to live there and worship. Because one thing about worshiping the mind, body, and soul, it ain't something that you gotta worship because you already got a hold. It's in you. They frequency fucking with us now. And you can feel that. You did? You can feel that. I'm gonna tell you some more things. You forgetting shit that you're talking about as you're talking about it, and it's something that you can't forget about it, and you can't even go back to it. You were just talking about it.
Because you really
Can't
don't remember.
Can't remember. I'm just letting you know what's going on.
And then you looking at me like
you come wrong too.
wrong with me.
Right. And nothing
But
wrong
I'm
with
like,
and get what? And they doing it to everybody. Everybody's going to get medication because they need.
no.
I know he ain't gonna do it, but I'm just saying that's their way of getting paid. As long as you stay sick in the mind, body, and soul, somebody gonna have to lay up there and give you something. You got to get him something.
I know that's why Papa, I was just talking about this man. Rest in peace, bless his soul. Just talking about Dr. Sick.
They had to kill Dr.
That's
Sebi.
why he not here no
Why
more.
did you? They
Because
killed Dr.
he cost them too much money.
They killed Dr.
The truth.
Sebi, and now they got a white dude saying
Talking
that
about he the one that cured him.
like I say, you got a white dude talking about he can cure it and other thing that Dr. Sebi did, when really they killed Dr. Sebi off so he can
So
come
they
up there.
can, somebody else
Yeah.
other
Other
can
color.
be praised.
Yeah.
Nigga, get out of here.
It's bad though.
And what's so bad, a nigga, niggas is not.
We don't know.
It can be anybody, but that is them.
Mm-hmm.
That should really, when I said that,
I know you felt it.
it pushed me up out the seat. I was sitting down, and it just rushed through my body like, don't nobody really know what time it is.
Why think they got daylight saving time? What
That
did
don't make no
why
damn sense.
what are you trying to save our time for? Because we the first people,
Why you messing with the time?
like I just said, what you trying to save our time for? We the first people, the
So
brown
how many
people.
hours do we really have?
That's
in a
what
day?
I'm trying to tell you. Because when you look at
Is
the
it 24,
look,
26?
when you look at the time now, is it not running fast to the point where you're confused? Because they controlling it.
Goes by really fast.
They controlling it.
Look how quick the year done.
They controlling it, baby.
They speeding up.
Life. That's what I'm saying. Why you think they got population control, baby? Because they gotta get you out here as quick as they can so they can bring somebody else into work. Why you think they got those trying to let them immigrants? Why you think trying to let the immigrants in?
So they gonna work for.
Come on, minimum wage. See, minimum wage. Like I say,
So that makes the richer.
and the poor. You see, the poor fight for yourself. You see what they doing, and that's why I say, how could people not see the Republican Party that they've been with all these years? What don't mean shit, because dude said that I do this switch here, I can have them voting Republican for 300 years, and that with what his name is, what that boy name was. He said with this new bill, me going over here to this side here would have them niggas voting Republican for 300 years.
Wow.
And it's been almost 4. And guess who had to come in there and change it all? The one that everybody hating the most. That nigga Trump came in there and started letting people make money, and now people seeing what the other side was doing, trying to make them feel like dependent, meaning that you waiting on God to do something for you instead of you doing something. While you waiting, they getting paid. Because all you doing is living on a dream. And one thing about the Creator that I know, always loving, always caring, always creating good shit with no material motive. We created the bad, we created the hate, we created all this shit that's fucked up. All because somebody switched our minds up once we turned over from protecting the motherfucking animals to eating the motherfuckers. That's when everything changed. You put that, yep, flesh eating flesh of a blood having flesh. But that yourself, babe. Think about it. Flesh eating flesh of a flesh. It has the body and the soul like us. You see? But what they did was they switched it all up and took the man out the house and threw him in the air. So you can get on your knees and say, Our Father who art in heaven, not knowing the heaven is in you. Because you, the woman where the sparks happen at, after the man is through. You see what I'm saying? Because that spark is always in you, me, and everybody else. But when the man plants the seed, you can make another one. And I have my friend crying because I told him, I said, look what I want you to do. I want you to look in your baby's eyes and say this here. I am you and you are me. The Creator is in you. I'm talking to. I gotta give you what the Creator gave me. You already got life. I just gotta give you the wisdom. And when he said wisdom, John, she's smiling. She's smiling, John. She's smiling. I said, when you said wisdom, she understood you perfectly.
That's because she said, you're not as stupid as I thought you were.
I'm looking dead at you. You looking dead at me. My eyes are seeing you. You are seeing in me. We are looking at the divine because right now I'm as pure as I want to be until you terminate me. So you got to put some good shit in me. And he started crying. He said, John, she's laughing.
Oh, touch my heart, touch my heart.
Shoot, that's where it comes from. That's the start.
Let's say a wedding cake, 600. The wedding ring, 600. The wedding cake, 400. But the love
Priceless.
you sharing with
Priceless.
each other
Priceless.
is priceless.
That's why.
I said, wow.
That's why I like I told my boy, and I told
I was reading that off of a blog.
I told my boy, and I told my cousin this on his little blog. I said, one thing about true love is something that you don't have to tell. Like I said, you don't have to tell nobody. They gonna feel that. They gonna feel that. And the true love that I have for my family, they don't just feel it. They know that. But the guy, look, I said, but the guy that they believe in is the reason why they don't know that, because they still believing like children. They ain't got up to be an adult yet. Because how they couldn't write me off of that movie is because I'll give you the truth. Yeah. I know what you say. But oh yeah, cause you telling the truth. You telling the truth, G. But I'm saying, what I'm saying to you right now is how I know they feel the same way that you saying. Is the way that they feel it. But I convict them with the truth when I tell them, feel it. When I say that I love you, the truth is the truth. I wouldn't be telling you the truth if I didn't love you. So like I told my boy, I said, so let me break the truth down for you. I said the truth is something that is part of you to the point where you would die for it because it's that much of the truth where you ain't gonna live without telling it. He said, damn. I said, because it compels you to want to always telling somebody exactly where you got it from. It didn't come from no book. And what makes a person wise is the wisdom that they use from within their heart. But most people ain't taking the time. Yeah. It's the time. See, that's it. They ain't taking the time out, which is divine time that you take for yourself. because Creator said, remember when you was a kid? I showed her, remember what? I said, I remember when I was talking to you and they told me to shut up.
Yeah. I remember when Donnie was a child. He was like maybe 2 years old. Or whenever he could have talked or said something. Before I got out, we was on the patio. Oh, because this is what I used to do. Every morning, I would go on the patio and I would say this. Good morning, neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, why did somebody gonna tell you and disturbing the neighbors? I said, no, I said,
yeah,
good
well, why?
morning, neighbors.
That's how I would say, why? Because that ain't disturbing them. Because that's peace. Because you sending out the vibrations of speech. See, somebody else transfers speech into what it is now. And it's all fucked up when words are twisting people up.
So Don woke up one morning, true, and he goes on the patio and he gonna say, Dad, did you brush your teeth this morning?
No.
I said, and Donnie was like here, like at my knee somewhere. So I know
He was picking up basically from what he was getting from y'all, and then what he was getting from internal of himself.
Yeah, he said, did you brush your teeth? Good morning. Did you brush your teeth this morning?
Like I said again.
I said, wow.
Because he was asking a question within himself. Cause like, why am I really brushing my teeth? It is what it is.
Yeah,
so he said he knew what he had to do.
He wasn't brushing his teeth or nothing.
Nah, he wasn't, because he wasn't getting ready. He was getting ready to.
I don't know when he brushed it that day.
See, yeah, he probably didn't brush nothing. He was just thinking. Like I said again, his mind was working.
For his mind to go,
Because like I said
that
again,
was good.
that was great. Because like I said again, when your mom and your dad is telling you you talk too much when you're talking to yourself,
no, leave me, let me talk.
But this is what I'm going to tell you right now, to know that the truth is just this here right here. When they would tell you to stop talking to yourself,
it's gonna make you crazy.
That made you start listening more to them.
Yes, and not
listening to yourself. Not listening, not into any other voice. It's a feeling that you're getting that it sounds like something, but it's really just a lesson that the Creator is giving you to telling the person that's getting ready to give you some bullshit. Don't do that. And they still do it anyway because that's what they were taught to do. We was all taught to program our kids to be dumbed down, to not think for themselves. And then when you get older, what do they tell you? You gotta be 100% with yourself. Fuck, I'd have been more than 100% with myself if I'd been getting in touch with myself when I was smaller. You dig? But it is what it is. People dumbing you down because they knew it. They knew. Your mom and dad didn't know. The only people knew were these motherfuckers that's at the top right now. They knew this. And they knew that as long as they can keep people believing in what they believe in, they'll never get to know nothing. They'll never get to know nothing. Because me, I don't believe shit, D, because I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking. Thinking. So I don't believe shit. Because see, put like it's here. I don't believe shit because, one, I'm too old. Meaning, only kids believe. Adults supposed to take the time out to do the studying to know. Because they can't lay up there and believe in shit and then tell the kids to go and then it'd be the wrong way to go. And then you get that excuse to say that I didn't know because you believed in the bullshit to not know. See, like I said again, you didn't know because you didn't take the time out to know. You just went in with somebody saying this what to believe in. I'm just saying, the truth is the truth. What?
You eat romaine lettuce?
No. Hell no. My lettuce, that's special made lettuce. You see it, yeah? It ain't made like that lettuce. They got fake lettuce. They got all kind of different type of shit.
I know, but they did a call on the romaine.
Right, mine is called something else. It's
Romaine.
it's not lettuce. It's kale. It's like kale. Right. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you listen to the news,
no, they was. I don't know, but they said people actually
died
and
because that's what they're trying to do.
Got hospitalized. They don't want you to eat the good shit.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. See, they're trying to scare you into trying to stay with the shit that you're trying to get off of. Trying to get, it's all kind of way they're trying to put you in fear of shit. But like I say again, Dave know exactly what he getting from me because he already know that
I know he knows.
my little body, he already know my little body ain't gonna take no bullshit.
It's gonna have a reaction.
And I'm gonna know something's going on wrong.
Yep, it's gonna know, 'cause
It's gonna let you know. And that's the good thing about when you know. Oh yeah, because you was still thinking that you gonna find it. Mm-hmm.
Stamping, leaking, and God damn it, it's like peeling.